Look at That was a training protocol developed by author Leslie McDevitt. It is to help a reactive dog change their negative emotional response to a trigger, for example, like another dog or some noises or people, to a positive emotional response where they are able to look at the trigger and not react to it. Hi, my name is Ira. Welcome to Kong Classroom. You need a good leash, you need a humane collar or harness, and some really tasty food treats with you. I think success for Look at That is when your dog is able to look at their triggers and they have a neutral body state, and they then look back at you for the confidence and trust that you have built with them. It's important that you always keep your dog under threshold. What that means is that you do not want your dog to be in a reactive mode. If they have already reached that level where they are lunging and barking, it's too much emotion involved there for you to start training that. You would want to start in a quiet environment where you are able to control the triggers, whether that be a dog, a person, or some noise, and making sure there's enough space between your dog and the triggers, and also making sure you have an escape plan in case it's too much for your dog and they start to react. So for example, when you take your dog out for a walk, and if he's dog reactive, you want to make sure you're at a good safe distance, that he does not react, but he notices the dog and he sees it. And if you want to break that stare, you will click your clicker or say yes, and he will turn back to you and give him the food reward. You do want to do this for every time he sees another dog, because what originally was a negative reaction for him when he saw another dog will start to turn into a positive one, that he sees another dog, and instead of reacting negatively, he understands, I see a dog, and I'm gonna look back at my parent because I know I'll get a food reward for looking at the dog. You will have to be on guard and look around and check your environment as well. Your dog will notice the environment as well and let you know. You just wanna make sure that you have enough distance between your dog and the trigger so that he always stays under threshold and is not reacting. And if he's able to look at the trigger, then you can reward that, and eventually it'll lead to where he will look back at you and it becomes a check-in. I'm Ira, and thank you for joining us in Kong Classroom.